Put down some lamp. Now this is going to go north and then east. I'm going to run it up here and then over there. So my tank might as well go here. Not pump for that tank. Go there. Everybody's green. Everybody's green. Connector for this is right here. If this doesn't go here, this gets moved. And then this is going to get filled up. Next is this oil field. Look in terms of numbers, you're 5 million, you're 2.8, and you're 3.9. So these two are going to connect at the top half. Let's see. So let's clean this up. Let's send you east-west. We'll send the pipe north. You ain't going to have it. Okay, so everybody's hooked up. Let's get some power in here. And then some lamps, of course. Everybody's green. My tank is going to go here, but then I've got a bit of a problem with the pump. So I'll put the tank here. Bring the pump here, even though I've now screwed my power setup. So now I'll change my power setup. And then put my lamps back as best I can. And then look at this and go, Okay. I'm going to run you down here and over here. So we're going to put you kind of close to these power poles because that's what I like to do. So we're going to put you here and here. Yep. I like that. And then hopefully I can get you across this water somehow. Yikers. Alright, you not snap the grid? Nice. Let's see if we got some pumping going on here. We do not. Now we're pretty much out of pump jacks. We have to make all of those, and I don't want to do that. Am I close to a teleporter? I'm near Albany. I've still got lots of pipe, so I'm just going to go back and get pump jack. Got one tank, I've got one pump. I don't think I need this one. I don't think I need you, so go away. Go to Albany. And just get rid of all that. Nope, can't get rid of that. So what we'll do is this and this. And then we'll go up here, which apparently I did some landfill for some reason here. Oh, I was going to go back to Albany because I need all of those pump jacks. Go back from Albany. You're going to have pump jacks. Give me these. You can have those. Oh gosh, dang it, I just got rid of my upgrade planner. Give me that back. I had to get the heck out of there before that train came. There we go. That's the button I was looking for. Just randomly pressing things until I get what I want. Because that one's in the way, I'm going to send these north. And then this is going to be my vertical. Let's see. I ended up using that, so this actually is a good setup. Well, I see. I need to push this one farther so that I can turn it and do that. Then I can grab this, put it there, get rid of that. Try it again. That's going to be right in there. I'd rather keep the layout and then just extend that one. So these two don't reach, but I can put one in between that does. There we go. So that means that if my tank goes here, and it does, and my pump goes here, I want to see that everybody's green first. Good. All right, you're hooked up. I need a little bit more pipe right here. And then you're in good shape too. So now I have 3 things feeding. This one, it should fill up relatively. Who is shooting? Phoenix. Burgers and fries. Hi, burgers and fries. Thanks for being here. So I will go to Albany, and I'm playing some K2. You know what I built? Look at what I built. I built an antimatter reactor. And oh, well, I'm telling you, I built an antimatter reactor. And it is generating 1 gigawasp of power. Yes, it's my first one. I'm pleasantly surprised how straightforward that piece of equipment is. Yeah, it's a thing that Mucky says. Instead of watts, he says wasps. It's kind of endearing. It's not like he's mispronouncing nuclear. I thought that I had one here I needed to clean up. I have an oil that I built recently. There it is. That's Richmond. All right, so let's go down to the foreman south of Richmond. Clean that up. Yeah, in my case, I have a whole bunch of U-238 that I'm not using, so it worked out really well. I was like, what am I going to do to get rid of all this 238? And then I saw that recipe, and I was like, oh, good, good, very good. Do I know what's super dumb? No. I mean, I know there's a lot of super dumb stuff, so. I assume you mean dumb within the realm of Factorio. I don't cost shit no money in a year. Yeah. I mean, I have my 2 doctor appointments a year. And blood sugar and blood pressure. Medications. And my acupuncture doctor, I pay myself, which is about $100 a visit. And I rarely see a specialist anymore. And I pay Cobra $700 a year. So, or a month. So for $700 a month, I get to see a doctor twice a year. You have surgery coming up tomorrow, huh? That's unfortunate. I hope it goes smoothly for you. Yeah, the estimate is probably going to be like $13,000, and they'll cover $10,000 of it. And it's all fake numbers, but they'll tell you they're being so generous. Oh, yeah. I eat one. Yeah, and there's a lot of... Well, let's save the Vicodin for later. It's a lot of fun to play with. And there's a lot of back and forth about healthcare and the cost and stuff like that, but it's still... The United States has the most innovative healthcare systems, and we aren't doing like some countries and just putting you on a death watch, which I find very repulsive that people would make the argument that... you know, nationalized healthcare is not rationed healthcare, because it is. Yes, our healthcare is expensive. So I need a 3 to 6 here. Three to 8. And I think our healthcare is expensive because it's not competitive with each other. It's, what do they call it, crony capitalism, when they can all, you know, like what the cable companies do, where it's all prearranged and set and they can just buy the government off. That's what I think is going on with our healthcare system. Yeah, nuance is a very good word for it. I heard that word recently on a podcast, and I can't remember which podcast I was watching because I watched a few of them over the last week or so. But they said that one of the things that podcasts can do that, you know, like normal TV conversations can't do is they can use a nuance. And people can understand nuance. I mean, we may not have the greatest education system in the world, but still, people are smart enough to understand nuance, and that a long-form conversation can convey a lot of good information. All right, so I think I've got copper settled. I think I've got oil settled. There is oil backing up in these tanks. These things are not running because I have too much red oil. But I also have a ton of pet gas now. Man, look at that pet gas go. Go, gas, go. So, Burgers, is your buddy going to watch your dogs and cat for you while you're recovering? As turnabout is fair play. And also, you cautioned me on this one piece of technology. I was ranting about this anti-creep virus capsule. And you were like, yeah, be careful. You don't need much. And you know, it takes a while. I needed one. It has taken away all the biomass on the surface. I mean, that's great. But it's also holy crap. So, wow. All right, that'll get that reset. From my research, most recovery guides nowadays include a lot of extra walking or activity. Reason being is that it turns out that having more blood flow and more activity helps you heal. What a surprise. I wonder if that also applies to just staying healthy in general, / sarcasm tag. I had a stepfather who had a pacemaker installed. And that day they had him on a, it wasn't a leg, it was like a stair climber, but for arms, just to get some blood flow moving, rather than, you know, bed rest for 2 weeks. Well, you could lie around. You could lie on your belly, and then your dogs could jump on you. And my nuts just cringed just at the thought of that. Just so you know, I'm not an inhuman monster. Visualizing your dogs jumping on your butt just after your surgery, and then fighting with each other. Okay, maybe I am an inhuman monster. So, is low-density structures going any better now that I've cut them in half? Yes, these are all green. Oh, look at that. I've got green LDS and some green LDS. I think I need another plastic train, to be honest. I think I've only got one plastic train. No, I have two. Why are you sitting here? You shouldn't be sitting here. If you're not actively unloading. Oh, because your source is full. You can't get more from this. Oh. Well, how much do you have? 18K. Yeah. Okay. Not making plastic fast enough. But for a long time. Well, I still can't get plastic fast enough. Yeah, sometimes life goes, here's a curveball, and you just got to make adjustments. So I could increase this petroleum gas, or this, how much do you have in you? 10K, and you're not requesting, yeah, you are requesting a train. Oh, but this thing needed some. I think I want one more of you, I really do. Well, who is using sulfur that I care about? Alright, well, they aren't going to clean this up, so I might as well. So, yeah. Now, the reason we were doing that is because we could not get enough of these antimatter containers because they require energy control units, and energy control units require low-density structures. And right now, I've got plenty of low-density structures, but not enough low-density... Not enough what? Oh, electronic control units. Electronic components. Also, I don't understand how you got stuck here. But we're going to send you here. Just to get you out of here. And then you are electronic components, and electronic components, of which I'm only building one set. You're probably short plastic. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I need more plastic processing. Yeah, plastic is turning into a real problem for me here. And the problem with my plastic production is the petroleum gas supply. It looks like I'm going to need an additional petroleum gas train, which is surprising. So, what are you? Your oil. Just go. Fortunately, I have a book with a petroleum gas train in Blueprint. Well, if you had 10 121 petroleum trains, you would have throughput problems on your oil processing. I have come to regret doing it that way. Some of these trains should have been much bigger. I'm thinking when I do my Mega Base that I am hey, Hitch is in Western Ohio, approaching I-75, Dayton. Hitch is hitchhiking across the United States from Massachusetts to Las Vegas. Be right back. Okay, so yeah, your design may have been the throughput rails, and I'm sure the elevated rails are going to help you next time. My case, it's I need to rethink the intermediates and raw materials and make sure that my raw material trains are large. I didn't do that here. So my ore trains are still 121s. My oil trains are still 121s. I just didn't understand the capacity of those end resources. Yeah, I could probably even have one single wagon train. Yeah, I am excited for elevated trains too. Speaking of injecting things straight into my veins, I've been to some surgery prep rooms, and I clearly remember one of them was with a person that she didn't want to have, she didn't like needles, and rather small frame person. And the anesthesiologist was a bit of a jerk, and he just like shoves this paper and clipboard at her and goes, all right, sign this. It says if I can't hit a vein in your wrist or your arms, I'll go for your neck. She's like, I don't want you to put a thing in your neck. He goes, well, then the surgery is not going to happen. I was like, you're a dick. People don't like the idea of having needles stuck in their neck. Yes, beautiful rail bridges would go away, and I wouldn't mind. Although I might keep it for, low level stuff, so I don't have to landfill things. But, mods are going to change. Space Age is going to pop up, require, if I keep Cities of Earth, Space Age is going to require a redo how Cities of Earth works. Well, first of all, it won't be Cities of Earth anymore. It'll just have to be, alternate surfaced layout. And beyond! That's funny. That's funny. Alright, what's going on here, Petroleum? You're full. So apparently, sulfur is an in-demand item. Probably for sulfuric acid. But that looks like it's finally backed up and caught up. So who else uses sulfur? I only have one sulfur unload. Good. Yes, I could do lots of things with matter. Several people have told me it's the most broken part of the mod, and I can appreciate that. But I think it's a necessary part of the mod. From what I can tell, it's just for example, raw rare metals, which is not easy for me to pronounce. If my map ran out of it, how would I continue to play? Right? Because it's in scarce, it's raw for a reason. Imersite seems to be rather abundant, so I'm not worried about that. And mineral water, which I jokingly refer to as mineral spring water, but I'm not hurting for it, but the raw rare metals does concern me. So having the matter conversion, uranium to metal, I don't mind that. I will say that maybe I was spoiled because of how easy it was to do uranium processing in vanilla, but the uranium processing in K2 is really frustrating with it spitting off iron ore and stone in such quantities that it's difficult to manage. And then this little bit of tritium, which I haven't even processed. I've got it 1K of them just sitting in a chest because I don't know what to do with them. I'm sure I could look it up and figure out what to do with them, but I haven't even bothered. Can't be arsed. And going back to energy control units, yeah, I still have none. Because I still have no electronic components, because I still have no plastic, but that's going to be a long time to catch up, isn't it now? Because I can see that I'm just not getting much plastic because I'm not getting much petroleum here. Oh, now I'm out of petroleum in my main base. I wonder what I did wrong there. I have tons of heavy oil. Tons of actual oil. Everybody's working here, so I might need to just put down an additional petroleum gas processor. Is there an easier way to get petroleum gas than to throw down a whole refinery / cracking setup? Because it gets tedious after a while. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. Alright, I need some tanks. And pumps. I have yet to have a need for a steel pipe or anything like that, so I don't know why this mod thought they were important, but there you have it. Alright, so these are all working now, and I probably need to set up another set of cracking and such. Let's get cracking with that. Hi, kitty cat. All right, so where is this red wire supposed to be connected to? All the way down here. Let's just leave it on the big wire for a little bit. A little bit. Oh, I didn't quite connect you right. There we go. Now then, I need to finish hooking you up then. So you need some red connectivity, which is here and here. I have a cat that wants treats. All right. So that's the red that gets hooked up. And that didn't get hooked up. That's going to be petroleum gas, so I'll mark it as such. And then I need to crack a bunch of stuff. Cracking like a bugger. I wanted that to be 1,000, not 100. And then I need to get you connected. You need oil, water. So this is the water connection. So that means this needs to change. So I need water to go there. And then this oil is coming from way over here. And then the petroleum gas is just going right back into this. But I didn't line those up. I line those up, but not those. So this is going to go like this and like that. All right. So that's petroleum gas coming in. That's oil going out. I don't think I wanted to crack all of the oil. So how was I controlling the oil? Ah, that's how I was controlling the oil. So I need to get a green wire down here. Because that's not allowed to be there. It's got to be like that. Green wire to carry this data signal down here. I need a pump. There it is. So you should be working, except for I didn't bring water to Hugh either. Now you have water. Now you have things coming out of your stacks. You are not working because I don't see any. I need a connection here. Good. Now, you are both working. You're working. Let's take a look at you guys. These new refineries are all working. And petroleum gas is going up slowly. Light oil is at maximum. Heavy oil is at maximum. I really would prefer to have more cracking going on. But I've just increased my cracking, so maybe that'll make a difference. Maybe. Alright, I don't need this, whatever it is, hydrogen chloride anymore. But no, you're not going to like me very much. And now I have a train that is stuck somewhere because I deleted its station. So you can just go back to your loader. So we're going to get another petroleum gas loader going here. So I don't think I can sustain 2, but I don't like that I've only got 1. No. I think I'll hold off on that. Light oil's down 24 and heavy oil's down 24, so my cracking might actually be working. Does that show me fluids? Okay. Show me in the last 10 minutes. What I care about is production versus consumption of heavy oil and light oil. So, alright, we'll get rid of petroleum. I'm currently producing 50,000 light oil and consuming, or 500,000, yeah, 50,000 a minute and consuming 48,000 a minute. So I need more cracking. That's how I read that. That's what that means to me. So I will just take and copy this and paste it and see what happens. I've got gas pipes in the way. Yeah, I guess I need that acid, so. Alright, that should build some things, and then I just need to tie it in. Kitty cat. Yes, I saw you coming. I baked you a cake. Or something. I reached down and petted you before you got here. I don't care, just jam it in there. Yep. Alright, so let's see if we can get some petroleum lined up here. That's water, that's water. That's still lube, that's petrol gas. We're gonna do nothing with that. Need to get this stuff. Oh god. I hate you wires. You're such shits. You are taking way too long to bring me pipes. I don't understand what's so tough about bringing me pipes. I'm the player. I'm in the logistics network. I'm requesting 100 pipes. Why don't I get 100 pipes like right the frick now? 2 at a time ain't cutting it, buddies. Alright. So you're cracking. I need a red wire that comes down like this. Now, this green wire is not connected. This should have enabled. That. And now I am short on water, of all things. Alright, well, I'll bring in more water. I happen to know where there is some. So let's request a couple of water pumps. If I can find them somewhere on this freaking list of stuff and things. Because there should be at least 2 in this network. And we're going to run some water directly in. No, we're not going to run it there. We have to run it along the power poles, I guess.